You set a goal to have healthy hair this year, right? But do you have all the products you need? Hey, I'm Kristen and I'm here to help. There's a critical product that might be missing from your regimen. Let's back up and make sure you have it. Color treated naturals and relaxed ladies, you have a shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in, but do you have a bond rebuilder? Let's get you one. Come on. I've used Redken's Acidic Bonding Concentrate since 2023. What are you using?
So I'm using the Redken Acidic Bonding
Ooh, okay.
Concentrate.
Oh yeah, you've used that before.
Mm-hmm.
If you use any sort of chemical service, your hair can have weaker bonds. You've probably heard of products like Olaplex or K18. Redken's Acidic Bonding Concentrate is in the same category. These bond rebuilding products go deep into the hair shaft to repair that damage. Although I typically use the Redken shampoo at the salon, my stylist follows it up with the K18 leave-in mask. This is actually my first time using the Redken conditioner. I was pleasantly surprised. I actually had to check the label, like, wait a second, did they send me the textured line? Because it is so thick and so rich. It even has a little oil to it, so it feels like it's made for us. Processing with heat is a must. And this is random, but relevant. This sounds kind of wild to say as a hair content creator, but unless I'm at the salon, you've never seen me use a towel on my hair. The rough grooves of a towel can damage the cuticles of your hair. A t-shirt or a microfiber towel are a lot more gentle. You've got to prevent breakage at every step of the way within your hair care routine. It's the tiny tips like that that promote length retention. And here are my top 5 roller set tips for long-lasting curls. After applying my leave-in, I've found that Mousse works best for me. It gives a soft hold, it's not crunchy, and the curls last for days. So you saw me apply the mousse all over, right? If a section begins to feel like it's getting dry, you do not need more product. Just apply water. It's not void of product, it just needs moisture. Just re-wet it. Number 3, for the best curls, apply smaller rollers at the bottom. Like most of us, I was just doing what I saw. Growing up, I always rolled from small rollers at the top to larger ones at the bottom. However, when I flipped it and started putting smaller ones at the bottom, I got a tighter, longer lasting curl. And you are bound to kind of mess up or miscalculate how much hair goes in each roller or something like that at some point. I've never rolled an entire head of hair perfectly and escaped not readjusting a roller or two. That's gonna happen. Now this next tip isn't exactly a requirement, but you can roll your hair upwards. I'll typically do it on the bottom 2 rollers, but it gives it this curly Q flip that once again helps the curls last just a little longer. Here's a view of all of the rollers. I dried for an hour under a hooded dryer, and that brings me to number 5. Get a good quality hooded dryer. Oh my gosh, it makes a huge difference. At one time I had a cheaper one, and in an hour and a half I still wouldn't be dry. A professional grade dryer is much more effective, as well as using these old school snap rollers. Now I need to buy a couple more packs, but our grannies were onto something. That snap makes a difference in your curl staying power. I'll put a link to the dryer I use as well as all of these products. They're found in my Amazon storefront. I'm gonna slightly backtrack while I unroll my hair. Someone asked me, how do you fit a bond rebuilder into your regimen? How often do you use one? It's gonna vary. It may depend on your hair's condition and the brand. I'm gonna combine instruction from Redken and K18. Redken's website says their shampoo and conditioner can be used as often as needed, so for us that would be weekly. Then with K18, I use that leave-in repair mask, and it says to use it for several weeks, essentially up until the point that your hair health improves, then pull back. I like to use bond rebuilding products just about every 6 weeks or so because my hair is in good health. Another ideal time I would suggest would be the week after your chemical service. Now back to our roller set. It's coming together nice. Just look at that shine. There's no need to be hesitant about using a more mainstream salon quality product in our hair. Now I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. We should absolutely be purchasing Black hair care products, sure. But if optimal hair health is your focus, sometimes the product you need is going to come from a commercial brand, not a textured brand. And that's okay. I promise you aren't giving up your black card. It's okay to try something new. And Redken actually has a curly, coily, wavy line. This line is not that, but it's performing great on all this new growth. And I'm about 17 or 18 weeks post-relaxer at this point, so there is a little beady poking out here or there. Week 12 through 20 of my relaxer stretch is when I protective style the most because it gets a little rough. So I'm honestly rolling this for you for educational purposes because I would much rather have on a wig right now. I've got a lot of new growth. This was also a learning experience for me because with the amount of new growth I have, I just thought the end result would be on the poofy side, but it doesn't look much different than how it normally does. In the next few weeks, I end up relaxing, so you will get a good view of my new growth because it is a little out of control. And I mean that in a positive sense. It's making me look forward to my next length check. And finally, we go in with the 24/7 Night and Day Serum. It can be used on wet or dry hair as a leave-in or heat protectant, but I use it like a moisturizer. It does have a bit of a watery consistency, but it reduces frizz and gives your hair a light shine. My hair looks pretty soft and smooth, but this actually enhances that feeling. Lastly, my final roller set tip might just shake the table. I actually don't wrap my hair. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me roll my hair a million times. What you've probably never seen me do is pineapple my hair. Oh, that's right. My curls last much longer using this method. Because I'm pineappling the same way you would with a braid out or twist out, my curls last just as long as a braid out or twist out. I use a silk ponytail holder. It's not very tight, it doesn't make any sort of indentation. I've got my Claire Huxtable do, and now I'm off to bed. It was so good to spend some time with you today. Let me know if you have any questions about bond rebuilders or roller sets. Be sure to like, comment, save, and subscribe. Good night, guys.